Lomachenko, Walters. Give me your opinion on that fight.
Well,
Yeah, it's cold out there, isn't it?
in fact, I mean, I don't really study the lower weight classes because I don't really have no business there. But obviously, it's kind of hard to ignore Lomachenko just because of the press he's been getting. Again, I haven't really studied him that much, but I realise he's an accomplished amateur, very good boxer from what I've seen, and he beat Gary Russell Jr. So anyone who could beat Gary Russell Jr., I'm always going to take my hat off to him. And from what I understand, the other guy, Nicholas Walters, he got a draw in his last fight, right? And that guy's fighting Stephen Smith on Saturday. So I just, sometimes, you can't always look on boxing like this, but I kind of look at the variables and I say to myself, well, would Lomachenko beat the guy Nicholas Walters drew with? And I think he beats him soundly. So on that premise, you know, I would have to favour Lomachenko in the fight. You understand? But Nicholas Walters is a big puncher. But then again, so is Lomachenko a big puncher, and he's proven it. You know, but the manner in which he knocks people out is in a skillful manner. So maybe people underestimate his power.
Okay.
And so based on that, I'll go with Lomachenko.
What about Kovalev Ward?
That's a fight. A very interesting fight again. You know, obviously you have the one they call the Crusher, who seemingly has all the power. But I've always said that power is cerebral. You know, and in my estimation, I think that Andre Ward is a very cerebral fighter and underestimated power, strength as well. Not skill. Everybody knows he's very skilled, but I think they underestimate his power. And his roughness and his toughness. You know, if you go back to the Super 6 series, where he literally, people thought he was going to come in and box Alan Green, but he just beat him up.
Yeah.
You know, and he beat up Sakio Bika, you know, and he beat up Chad Dawson. Again, if you look at I told you I study boxing. If you look at the dimensions of Chad Dawson and Kovalev, Chad is bigger in every department. Chad has a 76.5 reach. Kovalev has a 72.5 reach. Chad is 6'1", Kovalev is 6 foot. So Andre's beaten up a bigger guy already. You know, if you go back and look at the history, yes, you can say that Kovalev's got more power than him, but I just think that ain't gonna come down to, this fight is not gonna come down to power. I think it's gonna come down to boxing skill. I may be wrong, which has happened once. But yeah, I like Andre Ward in the fight to win a unanimous decision.
Finally, what's your thoughts on rumours of Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 possibly happening?
Well, I mean, if it happens, it'd be good for boxing because the sport misses Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And yes, me personally, just like Anthony, you know, I love that brother so much, and I want him to hang it up. I just feel there's no need for him to prove anything to anybody because regardless if he wins or loses, it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because if someone can go their whole career unbeaten and still really not get the adulation that he deserves, I don't think another fight with Manny Pacquiao is going to give him that. I just think he should relax, take time, enjoy the rest of his retirement with his children, and let people look back in 20 years and say to themselves, you know, Floyd Mayweather was an all-time great.
Fair enough, thank you. Thank you.
Hi fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this little icon right here, or else